now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 157 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlos.
I'm here.
Didn't fuck it up that time, guys. And
Nope.
Pete. Woo! And Matt.
Howdy doody.
Oh no!
Hey, never mind. You did fuck it up. You did fuck it up.
Well, my Surface is all the way up in my room, and I forgot to bring it down.
You just don't have it set up so it plays next song.
I don't know how to turn that off in iTunes.
As I think about it, I don't think I know how.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think it just plays next song. I know how to shuffle the songs, which doesn't help me at all.
I guess having it on repeat would not help at all.
No, because that'll fuck it up too.
Yeah, I think you're just fucking screwed.
I know, I'm just fucked.
Unless you like.
How many times do we say fuck in the first?
I guess you could like press space bar and stop it, but that's like kind of really far from your fingers.
Well, and if I remembered to do that, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Yeah.
So
it would have solved everything.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah, it would have. We would not had that whole thing that happened.
So
right
you just shouldn't fuck up in the future. Is what you were saying.
That's what we're saying. Yeah. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think this entire show has just been one continual fuck up for 157 episodes.
Yeah, 157.
157.
Could be worse. Could be 158.
It will be. No, 158 is going to be perfect. There's not going to be anything fucking wrong. It's going to be amazing. All right. Before we get too deep here, I want to give a shout out to our Zach Belt patron, Zach Zablowski. You're awesome. If you guys want to become a patron, head on over to blindninjastudios.com and click on the Patreon link at the bottom of our homepage. And I did officially change it to Zach Belt patron on the Blind Ninja or on the Patreon page.
What happens when he's not, Zach Belt anymore?
Then it's a black belt.
No,
the Zach
I
Belt,
think we're going to keep it as the Zach
Cool.
Belt
Awesome.
because I like it. I also changed some schemes around, so we're not on the hook for things that we don't do.
There you go. You could actually probably use some of that cash so you have some equipment so we don't lose broadcasts.
Well, that needs to. I think the computer needs to be replaced.
Yeah,
because that Mac Mini is getting old.
Yeah,
and it's on every day for the past 3 years almost.
3 years.
Yeah. Well, you're saying that you
give it a break,
computer on,
give it a rest
forever.
I don't think so.
No, that's
some
fine.
do.
Yeah, I leave my computer on all the time.
You know what we should talk about on today's podcast? Batman vs Superman.
No,
not for the third week in a row.
No.
Matt lost it last week or missed it because he was drunk somewhere in a gutter.
He's winning big money on pull tabs.
And then he spent it all on that.
No, I didn't spend it all at all. That was a fun day. I got off work at 11, and I'm like, I gotta leave at 11:30 by then, otherwise people start buying me beers, and then I'm there all day long.
And you didn't get up by 11:30.
He was there at 11:31. He's like, "Well, I'm fucked now. Might as well start drinking."
Because somebody wanted pull tabs, and they bought me 5 drink tickets. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll use one of these for a beer. And
you don't have to use all of those right then.
I used only that one, and then all of a sudden I look down and there's another beer in front of me. Who the fuck bought this one? Oh, there's another beer in front of me. Oh, who bought this?
If you
and then all of a sudden
leave.
6:30 came around, and I'm like, oh, damn it. I was really drunk. But I did make it home for the Walking Dead finale.
We could talk about that in
That was
a
good.
couple of minutes here.
Yeah.
After we're done doing our intros, we'll talk about that
We should
shit.
talk about how stupid it is.
So is that basically me starting out what I did this week?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, well, what else I did this week is I saw Iggy Pop on Monday, and that was the fucking coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is
Iggy
Iggy
Pop?
Pop?
What did he pop?
Iggy Pop was from the Stooges back in the 60s, the starters of the punk music, kind of. And then he also did songs like I Am the Passenger and I Ride. You don't know if you'd heard it. And then also that Carnival commercial that's on TV with the Lust for Life song where it's do 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 do. Carnival Cruise Line.
Yeah.
You know the songs if you heard them.
Yep.
But
Wait. You mean he's responsible for the Carnival Cruise Line commercial?
No,
In
the
which
Carnival
case, I hope
Cruise
he
Line
eats
used his
shit
song.
and dies.
So, yes. No. But he's 68 years old, and he still just rips his shirt off and goes crazy on
Woo!
stage.
Old man boobs.
And he still stage dives into the audience, and he still runs around everywhere, and it was the coolest fucking thing ever. He did a bunch of stuff with David Bowie in the past and stuff, so he did a lot of songs from those albums that he did with him, and then he just came out with a new album called
Cashing
Post
in
Pop
on his
Depression.
friend's death.
No, Iggy Pop sells out concerts everywhere because he doesn't really tour ever. But, well, he tours with the Stooges. This is his first solo tour in quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I heard the name before. It's like, well, that can't be a real thing.
I
And he's
had
been
like
in
a
lot
flash
of movies and stuff too.
of like an iguana on stage popping balloons,
No,
Oh,
and I would probably pay to see that.
you see,
Wait.
I was thinking an iguana with like a.
You've
a
heard
pop,
about-
You
like
guys
a,
have not heard of
popsicle.
Iggy Pop?
No, I've
though?
heard of Iggy Pop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just Carlos. Then? That's fine.
I've heard.
It-
but I've
his
just
new
not-
album is actually really fucking good. They play a bunch of the songs on the current. I like them on the Gardenia song that's on there. And,
It's about
Gardenia?
gardenias.
yeah, you've had to have heard them numerous times.
Oh, I
All
have.
wanna do it.
Wait, the one they played like just a little bit ago? Yeah.
That's Iggy Pop.
I didn't know that was Iggy Pop. I really like that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Finally.
That's the
Is that
tour
new Iggy
he's
Pop?
on. Yeah, that's
Nice.
his brand new album.
Finally, it's about
did
time
it.
that Gardenias have a song about them.
I know.
He did the album with Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age and a guy from Arctic Monkeys and stuff. And yeah, it's good rave reviews everywhere.
What is that one? Because that one I actually know the people who aren't Iggy Pop.
Yeah, it's the album's called Post Pop Depression. and
All right.
It's Iggy Pop. But yeah, he basically was like, "Hey Iggy, you should make another album," and Iggy's like, "Oh, all right." And then it turned into this humongous hit. So
Did you guys
Big
know
hit.
that Sigmund Freud remarked that gardenias were his favorite flower?
oh really?
Yeah.
All he wants to do is tell Gardenia what to do tonight. And
Did
then
he-
I
did he
It's
also,
say-
also the national
Did he-
flower of Pakistan.
No, wait. Did he say? So who said that? So who said that one?
Sigmund
Sigmund
Freud.
Oh,
Just love
I don't
little
care about him.
gardenia.
just those gardenias. They remind me of my
Just really
mother.
love little gardenia.
And then also on Wednesday, I went to go see the band Under Oath, who I was obsessed with in high school. They played their first two albums in their entirety.
Was it just as good as you remember?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. There was a sold out crowd at the Skyway Theater, which I've never been to.
Well, that's pretty cool that they played their two first albums.
Yeah, they
so.
played them right in entirety from start to the
That's
second
an
one.
insanely long show.
Not really. The first album's like 45 minutes, and the second
Oh,
one's
okay.
probably like an hour-ish.
Was there a
So,
break in between?
just they said like thanks after the first one, and then they did like a 10-second count. Well, not 10-second countdown, but like a 2-minute long countdown on the screen, like with weird sounds like from the second
like,
album.
Holy shit, guys! We just want to get out of here.
But yeah, I never
Let's
went
play
to
this as fast as possible.
I never went to that venue before. It was pretty cool. It's like they tore out. It used to actually be like a theater, and they tore out all the seats and stuff in there, so it still has like that. What do you call that?
Slope.
It has a slope to it. So like the mosh pit is on a slope, and then there's like 4 different entrances you can go in there, and then there's a middle level and an upper level too. It was really confusing actually, but it was cool.
Sweet.
So I had an interesting week.
What was that
Yeah, it
T-shirt you
sounds like you
brought
did.
with you?
That's my Star Trek one that Casey just gave me from his loot crate.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's actually really badass. Mirror.
You didn't
mirror.
even ask Carlos if he wanted it.
No, it's a large.
Oh, I would.
Carlos wears extra large.
Oh, okay.
It really depends on the fitting of it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that,
He's a giant person.
I would.
It's true.
No, I wouldn't wear it. But that was pretty badass though, because that's a really good episode of Star Trek, the Mirror Mirror episode, because you have Spock and then Spock with a goatee. I mean,
Evil Spock.
So yes, that's what I did this week.
That's like a good week.
Mhm.
Carlos, what did you do this week?
nothing.
Pete, what did you do this week?
No, Carlos, that's not true. What did you do today?
Oh, I went to
He learned how to make a steak.
well, my brother signed up for the was it National Guard or Reserves? National Guard. So we went out for, and it's also his birthday. So we went out and got food with him, and then went over to Pitchfork. I actually never went on the Pitchfork tour, and I actually was there at the right time to go on the tour, so that was cool.
Like, hey, let's
Mike
go.
went and explained
it's cool.
everything. It was actually kind of cool because I actually saw some of the stuff that back there, because like I'd seen it, festivals. We just walk through there because you got to go elsewhere and walk back and forth through that area during the festivals. Which,
Mhm.
by the way, any listeners in the area for those festivals, you should show up because they're a blast.
Oh yeah.
And we're at least some of the Blind Ninja Studios crew is there
I'm
for
Pretty
every single one
sure
of them.
almost all of the BNS crew is there, except for Matt.
Yeah, I'm always working that day.
Yeah, our cabinet is just gets fuller and fuller, full of their glassware. 'Cause which and so all the other non-Pitchfork stuff gets put in other cabinets because we have it's like a matching set of everything. So Can't pass that up. So yeah, it was a fun tour.
You were saying something about his cleaning cart and how it was.
Oh
all,
yeah,
like-
because I had never gone the tour, so I never saw like his. He has this whole like sanitation cart, this like large cart that he uses for sanitizing his tanks and just cooling down the beer too. And it's just cobbled together. Like a lot of his stuff is like a homebrew equipment. Like you would be using, except like supersized. Because like he was a home brewer before he went to Northern Brewery. I think it was
Northern Brewer was where he worked.
where he
while
went
was
to
a homebrewer.
afterwards. Well, yeah, so this was where he also did a bunch of brewing, which, by the way, apparently basically paid for him figuring a lot of recipes. Because
It's like going to school for free, getting
Yeah.
paid.
like he's basically said that was way better than actually going to like school for it, because he'd be able to experiment on their dime. So yeah, it was actually a fun tour. So
So you recommend it?
well, basically people should go on every single beer tour they have a chance to go see.
That's true. It's always it always leads to free beer.
There's always free beer, and you can learn something. So
Mostly
yeah.
free beer.
Yeah, that too.
Mm.
Although sometimes the free beer is not as good as others.
Yeah, been there.
Yeah.
But
Like at least
it's free. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, like today though, the free beer tour, it was the Pitchfork Pale Ale, and then the second one was the Doppelbock.
Doppelbock.
And that was good too. Both of those were good.
Good.
It wasn't like the Leinenkugel facility where you have just regular Leinenkugel and then like they mix up.
Been Liney Kugels with Liney's with juice in it. Here you go.
No, because they're mixing it with the other juice flavored Leinenkugels. So it's just Leinenkugel mixed with the other Leinenkugel. That's what they give you.
But you get like 6 drink tickets, so you
Yeah.
can get drunk.
Yeah.
You can get a
So
buzz on.
there's that.
And you can go float on a shitty little river.
Well, it's pouring rain.
That was a good time. We were yelling at people to throw us a beer, and then finally somebody did.
Yep.
We're not
They're
even
just looking at us like,
we're not entirely sure where like the river where we're supposed to get off. It's like, oh, we need to get off right here, otherwise like
it
there's
feels
a
like it was
wall.
like a movie set, you know, like how you're just enclosed right there. Like you go to one end and there's nowhere to go, and you go to the other and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It's like, here it is. Hey, go back
Whee!
around. It was really weird.
Yeah. Pete, what have you been up to?
Had a lot of caffeine this week.
Yeah.
Didn't
You gonna be able to calm down a little bit?
I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't have any caffeine today, so my body's wondering what the heck's going on. So
Replace it with alcohol. it'll
I'm
fix
doing it, making it happen. I tried doing SLI with my computer.
Hardcore drug, man.
Yeah, me and my computer do drugs.
SLI, man. SLI.
That's where you take the same video card and you put 2 of them in. It's got to be the same one. But I realized I couldn't. After putting it in, getting it set up. And
Your motherboard is.
But the
crossed.
thing is, I was running shit on Ultra for the first like hour that I used it, and then it just went to shit. The driver started crashing, and it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
weird. So I got
So
like a good
it was
hour.
awesome for like an
for
hour.
an hour, yeah.
So it gave you that taste of like good
Yeah.
graphics, and you're like, oh god, I want it back.
So you're gonna basically get a new video card, not go with the whole Sly, or
I don't know, maybe. It
Oh, do you
depends.
already have the video cards?
I have them, so if I get a new motherboard, I could just do that.
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah, it might be
just do
cheaper
that.
just to get a new motherboard.
But then I got to get the same socket type, same RAM type,
Well, you should.
everything.
yeah.
Well,
Literally
yeah.
everything has to be. The
Yeah,
same.
but that all that stuff is a few generations old, so you can probably pick up a decent one for $75.
Yep, maybe, maybe.
Or you could just like not worry about the sockets and just hope it all works. Like
No, Carlos, you have to worry about the. This is why we don't let you build computers.
Just put it in there anyway.
And yet you still let me
What did
put me in
Carlos-
charge of building my own damn computer. And that,
What,
Yeah.
did, what did Carlos forget to get?
a video card.
The video card.
I want to get a gaming computer.
You had
Did I
all
get
your
everything?
funds all set up exactly.
He's like, wait, I have like 500 extra bucks. Let's spend it on other shit.
yeah. Let's make that better. Let's make that better. Let's make that better. It's all set now.
That was so great.
It works fine
Yeah.
now.
It all worked out.
Casey, what have you been up to?
I went to a comedy show on Thursday. Went to Acme Comedy. Been going there quite a bit. The only reason that this time was memorable was I can't remember who the headliner was, but he was trashed, just hammered. Like he got up there and like he was. It looked like he was doing pretty good, but then he had like another couple of whiskeys while he was doing his hour set.
So the slur just kept growing. And
Yeah,
growing
no,
and
and
growing.
like he'd like stop in the middle of jokes and like stare blankly out at the crowd.
Like,
That's pretty
holy
bad.
shit, I'm fucked up. Do these people know?
You think he like would have realized that maybe he shouldn't go on stage drunk at that point in time? Like,
Nah.
so,
Probably his thing.
so no, like he knew he had an hour-long set and he still went on stage drunk.
Well, he went on stage buzzed and then got drunk.
He had
And
to.
so like the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes was words.
Sometimes that's just your routine, you know? You got to find your routine. He found it.
I don't know, like the two previous comedians were amazing. So like it wasn't a big deal, but it was just kind of funny to like, and he was doing really well. Like he was
he
like-
wasn't the headliner for the night, was
No, he was the headliner.
Oh, he was.
yeah,
Alright,
he was the
wow.
headliner. But like he was doing really well, and then drunk. And then like he lost the entire crowd.
Wow.
We're like, alrighty then.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But I got tater tots, so it was all good.
There
Covered
you go.
titties.
Said it was Thursday night.
Are you trying to look it up?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to slander this guy that bad.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Okay.
What else
Other
did
than
you-
that, let's see. We played some D&D yesterday.
yeah, we recorded that. That was
yeah.
fun. We accomplished a whole lot. Of nothing.
We killed a lot. We killed like 80 creatures.
well, technically, Jake Tom did that.
and you
Yeah.
died.
because somebody was making very irrational decisions and not giving us time to think about it until after we were getting
Like
fucked by
these-
it.
Like you guys are going to be able to hear this next month, I think, on Tabletop Theater. But these morons are doing a dungeon crawl and decide, no, we don't want to go through it right. We want to take a shortcut to the middle of the dungeon.
Well, we thought it was the clever way to do it. Like it was a smart method, but it turns out that we missed all the
all the
hints
clues
for
that you
puzzles.
Yeah, then it all came together. It was like, I don't know, 3 steps ahead, 2 steps back, 4 steps ahead, 1 step back, and then we got there.
And you know it's bad when
and then Gibbons runs the fuck away.
And Gibbons is gone.
I thought it would be the best, and it did not work out right.
Nope.
And like you would think that maybe disable this trap, make it so it's not magical. With like we can just skip ahead and we don't have to worry about solving the puzzle. No,
Disable the trap. That's a great idea.
And
how
then-
many are going to come out? 60. And all of the numbers start pouring out raids. 60.
and they come at the top initiative. It was a lot of fun to actually record that one.
Yeah, it was.
We accomplished nothing. though.
Absolutely nothing.
Nope.
That
Hey, we
was
got a
fun.
key.
We
so
have
we're
we
good
have
to go.
4 or 5 hours into this module. They should have been able to knock out the entire thing in like 4. They're not even halfway through yet.
Well, now that we got it rolling, we're good. We got our bearings, you know.
Yeah, and then I played Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I finally finished that. Started the Jack Ripper DLC. That game is stupid good.
Yeah,
One
those
of the-
graphics were really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's one of the best Assassin's Creed games since
Black
probably
Flag?
4. Yeah, Black Flag.
Well, just the ocean scenes are just so fantastic in that one, though. Like that's the
Yeah.
one reason why that just remains my
The
favorite.
the pirate ship aspect of that one was amazing.
Well, just because like
Mhm.
when you go like on the ship and like all the HUD goes away and you're just on the ship and like the waves are going, your ship's moving, it just looks fantastic.
Yeah. But besides that one, I think this one is right up there with 1 and 2 as far as like the goodness of the game. We won't talk about Unity because that one was universally panned for being horrible.
Granted, Syndicate has its errors. I'd say a couple of errors when you were playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Syndicate like the Assassin's Creed game have their problems mostly because they're trying to do so much.
Yeah.
With a very limited controller.
And they don't really take that much time between development cycles.
Yeah, but now they are.
Yeah.
Like it'll be interesting to see what the one next year is like because they're skipping a year.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Maybe it'll be a VR one.
That would be horrifying.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm gonna jump off into that haystack
Oh
down
God!
there. Why did I think this was a good idea?
Well, the first leap of faith I did on the PC version of the first Assassin's Creed made my stomach churn a little bit.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it was like, holy shit, it looks so cool, but it's so terrifying at the same
And
time.
then by the time Batman comes around, I'm just flying everywhere. I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it.
All
Woo!
right.
So is-
I also watched Star Wars and got drunk last night.
That's good time. Use of your time.
I thought so.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Shit.
Went and picked up Force Awakens, and got my surround sound working again. And then Carlos said I had it turned too loud, so I turned it up more. And
it was fucking.
It's Star Wars.
It was fucking vibrating. the
I know.
house.
You
every
sleep
time-
to that
every
shit.
time Kylo Ren did something, the entire house would shake.
Oh, yeah, that's
It was so cool.
If like we didn't live in a duplex like that, I wouldn't
Yeah,
care.
but Carlos, the neighbors are so loud all the time, and they have a fucking dog that barks now. So don't care.
Dog's pretty cute.
Yeah, but
Just saying.
it barks.
Just saying.
Could be worse. It could be destroying our carpet,
There is that. Like, we already had a dog do
and we're done with that.
that. At least that dog didn't bark.
And it's also dead.
Jesus Christ.
was I not subtle enough there?
This is wonderful.
It's so nice.
So
that
nice.
we could all.
I just love little gardenias.
Ah, Jesus. All right. Carlos, you do not have any beer in your glass, so you're in charge of pouring.
All right. Yeah, I could use some actual beer in my glass.
Plus, you have the longest arms.
So what we have here is the what is it? The Goza.
I got
Gone
that
Wild.
part. Yep. This is Goza Gone Wild, by Stillwater Artisanal Ales.
Watch out, it's wild.
Do it.
4.6%. It's a Goza.
Talk it in.
Let's see. It's no secret that we like to party, and sometimes it gets wild. So we took the Westbrook's refreshing Goza and cranked up the volume a little bit, adding a massive dose of Citra and Amarillo hops, then fermented it with various strains of Brettanomyces. Go Westbrook! It's your birthday. Get funky.
There's a guy called Jody Westbrook that comes down to the bar all the time.
Oh yeah.
Dude, when you
Really
smell
cool.
this, it smells like a burger, like a cheeseburger.
Now I want a
With like
cheeseburger.
tomatoes and
The thing is, I can actually. I'm getting more of the lettuce and tomato.
yeah.
Oh man,
Just
we went
smell
to we went to Bent on Friday and had some really kick-ass hamburgers.
Oh yeah, the
yeah.
meat craft or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
know
it's
they
called
had
Meat
burgers.
Craft. No, they have a food truck. And
Oh,
this
yeah?
food truck, it was habanero and cheddar infused hamburgers.
Oh,
Dude, first, okay, this is the first brewery that tap room that I've seen with like a patio area with a food truck drive up spot
Which
where
is
they just open the
perfect.
gates and literally the food truck is right there next to the patio.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, it's
First
it's
one I've
awesome.
seen.
Like they really thought through, and I think part of it was like their doors were already pretty high up because it was it's all warehouse space, so the
Yeah.
trucks had to drive in, and so they just utilized that by building out the patio and being like, we can have the food truck drive right up. It's awesome. All right,
So how long has this beer been sitting in our fridge?
a couple of months
All right.
because listener Eric Wood left it here. And
And he said we could have it on the show.
Sure. That is a thing that happened.
he left it here, and then I was looking for beer for the show, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, it's been here for a while. Dibs.
He'd be like, if you want to know,
$200, man.
So I don't
if
know.
you want to
anything-
know how it is, just listen to the episode.
So I don't know much about Gozas, well, besides the fact that I like a lot of like some
So
of them.
Gozas are
Well-
basically salty sours. They're sour beers that have salt added to them.
But like the biggest thing I was wondering is how it is going to be like after sitting for several months.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Because actually, now that I think about it, I have some Gozas in the fridge upstairs.
Yeah, no,
that have been
we
sitting there for
we
a while.
actually we did Goza or no, we didn't do Goza. We did we did something. We did a sour on Homebrew Bound this past week, and so we drank one of yours.
Yeah, I had a Goza this week though when we went to Stone Tap though.
Yeah, you had the Carlos. Can you say
Which
it?
one is that?
Can you say it? Can you say it?
No, I don't even remember what
It
it
was
was.
the three sheeps. Goza lay hee hoo
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Goza Lehu.
lay hee hoo.
Yeah.
Come on, Carlos, you can do it.
Goza-
Yodel.
Goza Lehu.
That was
Do you think I was gonna fucking
beautiful.
yodel? No, I was not.
Wow.
Yeah, but that one was pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's a
Thank you.
solid Goza.
No, not you.
He's not talking about your yodel.
Still smells like a cheeseburger.
You see, I'm not getting the burger part. Just the lettuce and tomato, really.
Just maybe like some mustard.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Some mustard. Well, actually,
I could definitely see, like, even like after you drink a little bit of it, I'm getting like that, like post McDouble like
Did you just
mouth flavor.
Did you just ruin Gozas for all of us? Is that what you just did, Pete?
No, okay, I'm not getting the whole McDouble thing.
Well, no, like it's like
I'm
like,
hungry.
it's like ketchup and there's
I
like
am
that-
hungry and I hate myself.
Did you say you have more goes upstairs? We got to make sure you didn't ruin this for us.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
All right,
It's
yeah,
just in the aroma.
no, like,
to the
even
nose.
like it tastes like I just took a big bite out of a hamburger.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, and, like you get a lot of like that. I'm thinking not like a
This is
burger, not the actual burger, but
No,
like,
no, but the aftertaste. Of
I'm
the
thinking
burger.
like the less, like because I like less than tomato on my burgers. And, like I like mustard, like a lot of the mustard on my burgers.
Carlos, you like burger with your mustard, not the other way around.
That's quite possibly a true thing. So
Okay, let's stop talking about cheeseburgers.
Oh, so I'm
Because it
crazy
doesn't-
that something tastes like tomato soup, but I guess a
When were
burger's
you
okay.
crazy when
Remember,
it
I
tasted-
said what were we trying? I think it was,
yeah, but
Was
like
it Blue Moon?
it was
No,
well,
no, no, no,
it was
no.
Heffa's or something.
Yeah, but you were wrong.
no. So now it's all okay. You guys can confirm a beer
No.
tastes like a cheeseburger.
No, Matt was talking about one.
It doesn't taste like a cheeseburger. It just smells like one.
Matt was talking about one of my gozes upstairs that we had
Was
tasted.
that
on
what
the
it
show.
was?
Yeah,
Oh,
Is there any more in
and he
there?
said tomato soup, but like it wasn't. That didn't make any sense until all of a sudden we throw in like some of the cheeseburger taste in there,
So this
and now it's ruined.
so now goes. So I was just.
I mean, we
step,
can go get
I
one
was
of
just
those,
a
and we
step
can.
forward with our food, thinking of a goza.
I mean, I wouldn't want to put the
Okay.
dregs in there, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either.
Do it.
I mean, you can. All right.
Doesn't look like any dregs. Oh, there it is. I saw it. Looks like a gold flake.
You will fart forever.
You
There's
will.
no dregs in there, man.
You good?
As
Alright,
clear
man.
as a motherfucker.
How's that ale I'm treating you over there?
I drank half of it. It's, there used to be hops somewhere in there. They're just gone.
Oh, I don't think they're gone. They're just at the bottom of the glass.
Maybe you should have shook it up really good.
All right.
first.
Can we talk about this beer now?
Chicken-
Besides hamburgers, Carlos.
It's got the sour taste to it still. This one doesn't. Trying to look for some of the words. Like, it doesn't seem to have a whole lot to the taste itself. Like, there's a sour to it. Like that, you can feel the carbonation on it clearly, but it doesn't seem like a whole lot more to the taste. I'm not getting really.
Okay.
So maybe somebody else will pick something up in the taste.
Very tart.
It was pert tart.
Very clean though. I get some lemon stuff. Citrusy. Smells like
Hamburgers.
not anymore. Now that I'm drinking it a bunch, it doesn't.
Matt,
I actually like it.
would you like a little bit more?
Sure. Not yours, Peter. You got dredge in yours.
There's nothing in it.
Yeah, I'd like it. I think of the carbonation. I like most out of it. It's not too overpowering like a lot of sours we try out here and stuff. But and it has. I don't think it's that tart at all, actually, compared to a lot of other things we've tried.
For the sour, the tartness for me, it vanishes quickly. Like it's not
Yeah.
lingering at all. So
Which
like
is
you-
why I usually hate those.
Yeah,
other ones.
yeah. So you get a little tartness up front, but then it's gone right away, and it's replaced. And it's almost like a lemony or citrusy, like almost like that, like a light pucker like that. Like if you made your lemonade just a little bit too strong.
Mhm. Or your
Um,
mojito, too much lime.
A little bit too much lime in your mojito.
God, there's this girl that comes down to Emma. She's freshly 21. She doesn't know what drinks are called, and she keeps asking for a goddamn mojito when she comes down. And Robbie has told her numerous times that we don't have things to make a mojito, and then I told her numerous times that night on last Thursday that we don't have the things. And she's like, "Can I get one of those mojitos you just made for that person back there?" I'm like, "A gin and tonic." And so yeah.
Every drink is a mojito.
Yep.
You've been very mean to this
I
person.
guess so.
You guys are dicks. You owe her a bunch of drinks.
Maybe she thinks that
You're like
it's-
5 gin and tonics.
She doesn't know what the fuck a mojito is.
maybe she thinks that mojito
Dude.
is like Spanish for booze.
No, Matt. What,
Yeah, right.
what you do next time she's in?
Just
You
throw
you,
some-
you text me and be like, come down here, and I'll make up a mojito in like a little to-go cup, and then have you like pour it in a glass for me and be
There
like,
you go.
man, this mojito's really good. Emma's makes the
No.
best mojitos.
No, you need a no. Yeah, you need
That
to
was
get,
one of the just seriously.
you need to get some cardboard and like write out like a whole like chart, like kind of like if you were like a 5th grade and for the science fair, and then just explain what a mojito is and why you don't
I
carry
just pick it up on the
here.
other side of the bar. Here is a mojito.
So she comes in, asks for a mojito. You put up the whole display, and you start doing it
Again, we have to go
start
through this,
describing
madam.
it.
Okay, some people down south, when they talk about pop or soda, they say just Coke.
Yep, Coke
Yep.
means soda.
It just means anything. So, like, you guys don't have any Coke? And they have, like, a bunch of soda, but they just don't know what to do.
Y'all got any mojitos in here?
No.
Oh,
Well,
there's a bar with no mojitos?
You just served one.
If you bring get one of those mojitos, a gin and tonic. Yeah.
Can I get one of
okay.
those mojitos?
You know,
You mean the draft beer I just poured? Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
be-
just one of those.
It might be
mojitos.
because she's like, oh, there's a lime in that one. That means it's a mojito.
That's a
you know,
mojito
actually,
lime.
corporations don't like it when people start doing things like calling all the sodas Coke.
Or when
Well, right.
Especially if you have
they
all
called all
Pepsi
tissue
products.
paper
Well,
Kleenex.
But they
because
can't
you-
tell me what to do.
Well, because they can basically lose their rights to call their stuff like Coke then because of that.
all
fuck
search
'em.
engines are Google's.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
Can you
No.
Google that for me?
honestly, in that case, though, I think that's a stupid thing to worry about because nobody should be using anything but Google, in my opinion.
Hey man, I
Yeah,
only
that's-
Bing, man. I only
That's still the
Bing.
number one thing about Siri. That's the dumbest thing ever is that she uses Bing and you can't change it to Google.
That is so stupid.
Like,
It's because they paid a lot of money to make that
yeah.
happen.
But I mean, like,
So
nobody
many
searches on
dollars.
Bing, so like your searches are not correct.
There are times
whatsoever.
where I'll like be using like the default like Microsoft search, and I'll just say
Don't they use
I'll
Bing
type
on
in
there
Google
too?
with it, so bring me to Google,
Google,
and I'll just go use that.
Well, I've heard a rumor, guys, and I this is just purely a rumor that I've heard that the Bing porn search is better than the Google search.
Oh,
Just something I've
I think
heard.
I can pass on that one.
All right. Plus, nobody will ever find out your search history because nobody
It
goes
goes
to
to
Bing.
We don't need to check Bing. Nobody uses Bing.
so you're saying use an Internet Explorer browser, use Bing, and
Does
nobody
Bing,
will
does
ever
Bing
know.
even know we exist? You search Blind Ninja Studios on Google, we can find us right away.
Yeah, I think Bing does. I don't know. Find out.
Blind Ninja Studios.
Oh, we should finish up about this beer, huh?
We could do that.
All right, Carlos, give me a rating out of 10.
Like it's all right. Like it just doesn't seem to have a lot for the flavor, so I'm going to give it a 6.5.
6.5. Okay.
I like it. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
All right, Matt,
I give it an 8 too.
an 8. I'm gonna give it a 8.5. I really like this beer. I think it's a really good example of the style.
I like
It's
it. Yeah.
very solid. Beer Advocate gave it a 96.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a world class beer, motherfuckers.
Kind of want another one.
Let's go to Patty's.
They have bottles of them at
I can't go to Patty's.
no, just by the liquor store at work. I've seen bottles of them. But
Hmm.
I am so full.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had
he already went to
Patty's.
Patty's.
I thought you were just like, I can't go
I
to
had
Patty's
Patty's, and
anymore.
then I went
was
to
like,
Pitchfork.
why? What'd you do?
And I came home and I had a fucking steak. So no, I don't
You're
have
crazy, man. You crazy.
I had like some tortilla chips and then a steak. I'm kind of hungry right now.
We'll talk about food later. I just keep smelling cheeseburgers.
Really go for some goddamn cheeseburgers, guys.
Yo, who opened a bottle of cheeseburger?
Will you
That's good.
pour me some burr?
some burr.
Some burr. All right. And then, hang on, I got a thing.
Do you have? Can you play the right one?
I'm drunk.
Ow.
You can't be that drunk.
I haven't eaten anything today. Oops.
Except for a steak and some tortilla chips.
Yeah. Spaced out.
And
by
meanwhile,
6 hours.
I have a shit ton of beer, and then I have some steak.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
That's me.
obviously we're not professionals at drinking because you're drunk already.
I wasn't gonna call us professionals in any sense of the
Yeah,
word.
but it's
Professionals?
in our intro. It's in our
I
intro.
Well, yeah,
Was it being sarcastic? Maybe.
Oh, that's what it is.
but we can still function while
Facetious.
intoxicated.
Oh, okay.
For the most part. I wish I just had my
The
buttons.
person making the intro was making a fallacious statement.
What?
Fellatio.
Who's
what?
filleting
Fallacious. No, it's a false statement. All right.
what?
There's no- I'm
Just-
pretty sure at least there's no fellatio going on in our intro. I'm like at least 60% sure.
Just because you're not aware of it. And 60%, that's not very good.
God.
Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump appears to have a passionate supporter in Joseph Hornick, a New Jersey man who faces a $2,000 fine or 90 days in jail for flying a flag emblazoned with the billionaire candidate's name over his home. Local officials said the flag violates an ordinance prohibiting the display of political signs more than 30 days ahead of an election and issued him a summons. New Jersey's primary is on June 7th. For weeks, Hornick has displayed the blue flag with Trump's Make America Great Again campaign slogan
Make Donald Trump again.
on a pole outside his two-story West Long Branch house at a busy intersection near Monmouth University in a show of his support for Trump. Trump has been campaigning this week in neighboring New York in an effort to snag the Republican presidential nomination. Despite being issued a summons on March 25th for the violation, Hornick apparently intends to keep it up. The fine can be in the millions of dollars. That flag will never come down, he wrote in a defiant Facebook post, because that's where you get all of your politicking done.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm trying to remember. So he's gonna keep that flag up, and he's gonna get charged $2,000 for it.
Or 90 days in jail.
Don't worry, Trump will probably just pay his shit, so it's okay.
He might.
No, I don't think
know.
Trump will at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Depends
I-
on, no, it depends on how big of a news story.
Like,
it becomes.
did you see that news story where the one guy, somebody like got like a massive fine from like a video store for like an overdue copy of like Freddy Got Fingered?
Oh yeah,
Worth it.
yeah. We talked about that one. Like that was.
Did we? Okay, I wasn't sure if we did.
Whether it was on the one
Freddy had to cut
on
my
the Lost
fingers
episode, I'm not
crossed.
entirely sure, but yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and then like the lead actor was like, "Don't worry, I'll just pay for that." Like, just impressive that you have that movie. Like, but yeah, Trump's not that cool.
No.
He'll just be like, "Nah, I don't wanna."
Oh no, he might let him go to jail just so he can say there's an example of how your voice is being suppressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
War on flags.
He probably just wasn't a fan of Freddy Got Fingered, so
That's understandable. I'm not.
that's why he's not paying it.
So to speak of food, just a little bit more here. Several employees of a Burger King fast food outlet in Minnesota were persuaded by a prank caller posing as a fire official to smash the restaurant's windows, convinced that rising gas pressure was threatening to cause an explosion.
This is pretty hilarious.
On Saturday. Police in the Minneapolis suburb of Coon Rapids were dispatched to the scene Friday after someone at a gasoline station next door called emergency services to report what appeared to be an act of vandalism in progress. The restaurant manager told arriving officers that she had just received a phone call from a man identifying himself as a fire department official who seemed to have a working knowledge of commercial fire safety systems, which he asked her to check, according to Holly. In the course of their conversation, she recounted the caller spoke as if he were remotely monitoring the situation inside the restaurant and said he could tell that gas pressure inside the building was rising. As he gave her updates, the caller insisted the gas buildup was reaching excessive levels and finally warned that the restaurant was in danger of exploding unless the exterior windows were immediately broken to relieve pressure. After quickly ushering out the handful of customers who were present at the time, the manager and 3 other employees ran to their cars, grabbed tire irons and other objects, and began smashing all the glass rigging the building. By the time authorities arrived, the employees had shattered virtually all the ground floor windows, causing several $1,000s in damage. One worker suffered minor cuts and was treated on the scene by medics. Firefighters called to the restaurant and checked the building, but found no traces of leaking gas, and the incident was confirmed to have been a hoax. The prank caller has not been found.
So wait, when was that one?
Saturday.
Yeah. Yesterday I was working and somebody asked me if If somebody calls us the fire department and asks you to break out the windows, would you do it? I'm like, what kind of a fucking
You're
question
saying
is
that happened this
Yeah, this past week.
because this is not the first time this has happened actually.
No, yeah, she told me this has been a multiple time thing at the bar too.
What?
Yeah.
So that means that this has worked multiple times. Because I was trying to think, like, I've heard this before. This is sounding really familiar. Like, oh, okay. It has happened before then.
Oh man, that is great. Like, what a great thing to do to.
And it's working.
Such a great thing.
I mean, isn't that
So
grade
nice.
school knowledge too about like the smell? You'd be able to smell gas.
Well, yeah, no, and
leaking?
like it's not like those windows are airtight, or you know what? When we open the fucking doors,
the drive-through windows.
like we have windows that we can open.
All right, doors are open. Everybody walk outside and take a smoke break.
And I mean, like Emma's even has a light switch over there that turns on the back fan that sucks air out. Like
Yeah,
when
no,
you want
yeah,
it turned
no.
on.
Well, in all of these restaurants, they have big HVAC
Yeah,
systems
right?
to pull out the stuff over the grills. Like, there's way like.
I think the first thing to do would get everybody out and not like scramble to get a bunch of shit together to beat out a bunch of windows. Because if it explodes while you're beating out the windows, I don't know. You got to get your people to safety before anything.
Yeah, no, there's a shit ton of like wrong information.
See,
here.
I think the safe method is to, after getting the call, you light the building on fire and walk away. In the case, that would solve the problem.
Right, if you actually were to.
Start it on fire,
start it on
then
fire.
there's not going to be a gas.
But
fire.
Carlos would never start a building on fire.
I would tell other people to do it.
Yeah, you'd manipulate people.
Rick would.
Yeah, so if the River Falls McDonald's burst into flames, Carlos definitely did not do it.
I would not. Never do that.
It's a brick building.
Try to
anyway.
convince somebody else to do it. Maybe.
Well, don't put this up on the air there. And
Wait
a couple months, maybe a year or two.
Former Motley Crue singer Vince Neil and Nicolas Cage got into an actual brawl outside the area hotel on the Las Vegas Strip.
Actually, Nicolas Cage.
Actually, Nicolas Cage.
All right.
On a Thursday afternoon, Officer Meltzer of the Las Vegas PD said the department received a call at 5:24 p.m. From the area hotel regarding a female that had allegedly been battered by Neil. The fight occurred after Neil grabbed the woman by the hair and pulled her to the ground after she approached Nicolas Cage for an autograph. TMZ obtained footage of the events immediately after the fight, where Cage is seen shouting at and restraining Neil, who apparently attacked the woman moments before the clip was shot. "Fuck you, man! Stop this shit now!" Cage is heard saying as he grabs Neil before others start to intervene. Officer Meltzer said that Neil was cited at the scene for misdemeanor battery. The citation is not an admission of guilt. It simply means that Neil promises to appear in court at a later time.
Wait,
So,
Neil
yeah.
who?
Vince Neil.
The
Oh,
lead
Vince Neil.
singer of Motley Crue.
Oh,
But I
right,
mean,
right.
good guy Nicolas Cage is going to
Yeah.
sign this lady's autograph, and
Drunk
Fucking-
80s hair metal.
was like, "Fuck no!"
You can only imagine what he was like back in the day on cocaine and everything.
Right?
I can only imagine that he puts the guy from Motley Crue in the head, like he starts yelling, "Bees, man, they're everywhere!"
But I kind of just want to hang out with Nicolas Cage and see what like that, like just watch like his interaction with other drunk people.
Well, honestly, I just like to talk to him just to hear about like some of the stuff that he's done, like just because he worked on so many different movies.
And I want to hear about all his castles that he doesn't have anymore.
I want to hear about the Wicker Man, and he won't want to talk about it.
The trailer for Star Wars Rogue One dropped this week, and it looks fucking awesome.
Oh, it does.
It's going to take place before Episode 4 in New Hope and follow the group of spies that stole the plans for the original Death Star that allowed the rebellion to destroy it. Rumor is that Darth Vader may make an appearance.
Yeah, because like he was in the trailer, like you see him from the back, right?
Yep.
And like, wait, we don't really see any Bothans though in the trailer. Countless
No,
Bothans
but
have to die in this
Countless
movie.
Bothans.
It
do
is
have to die.
canon. It has to happen.
We need to see a lot of Bothans die.
Just die. Like I hope Darth Vader just kills them all, and that'd be great. Like I actually like. All right, I'll be honest. Like before, like there's when they only had the cast photo up, I was like, I don't really care about this movie. And I saw the trailer. Is like, it somehow like captured the feel of kind of like I don't know. Like
Wait, James Earl Jones is still alive too?
I was
Yeah.
surprised too.
Whoa.
I know. I was surprised.
You would hear about that death when Mufasa and Vader died.
Yeah, but
You
I
gotta,
figured it
like-
was a long time ago and I just forgot about it already. So Darth Vader is an actual possibility then.
Yeah.
And like it was well, like even if he dies, they're still
85 years old.
find somebody else to do the voice. But so I was like, I had before I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, whatever. Well, they're just trying to cash in. Well, of course they're going to be trying to cash in. But I saw the trailer and it's like, oh, this like it kind of like is a combination of like kind of a World War II movie. It looks like combined with actual A New Hope.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it really captures that feel of A New Hope.
You know, I'm really excited. It looks like
I didn't
a lot
know
of
he's
fun.
actually still doing the voice of Darth Vader. Actually.
Yeah.
I didn't
Dude,
know
it's
that.
got Mads Mikkelsen in it. The guy who played Hannibal.
Oh yeah.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, that guy's great. Wait,
Was
Hannibal
he
in the-
Inspector too? Or no? No, he was in the one before Spectre.
Yeah, he was in
Something like
shit, what was the one before Spectre?
The terrible one?
No,
No,
the
no.
good one.
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Skyfall. All right.
I like that one.
Yeah,
Skyfall was
Javier.
good.
No, Javier Bardem was in Skyfall. He was in the one before that because he had like the scar right here. You're talking about?
No, you're talking about Casino Royale. The guy with the scar.
He was in that one.
No,
That was the-
guy with the scar was in both.
this guy.
No. We're
Yeah, it's Javier Bardem that's in Skyfall.
yeah.
Not that guy.
Javier.
Different-
Well,
Bardem's
there's
in
more
Skyfall.
than one person in Skyfall.
Yeah, but Javier Bardem's the bad guy in Skyfall.
We
He's the one in which one? Look it up. You have him open right there.
Yo, shit, I don't know, man. He's in Casino Royale
damn it,
There you
Hobby.
go.
and Rogue One, Star Wars.
You see, I thought you said Michael Manson at first. I'm trying to think of.
Carlos, that's not even close. Not even kind of close. He's married. He's married to Penelope Cruz.
Who is?
Javier Bardem.
Did not know that. And I will not know that 5 minutes from now when
No.
I forget about it.
I won't either, but just it was just a thing that popped up on my Google because I'm googling things, not binging them.
Yeah. Nobody fucking
Just
bings.
nobody
You,
bings.
you don't say
anything.
Bing. You say
He
Google.
was in
and you
Rihanna's
say that when
music
you're
video
using
for
Google.
"Bitch Better Have My Money" too.
Oh, bitch! You better have my money.
That was on one of my least favorite songs this past Soundwave or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Bitch better have my money.
That's right.
All right, final story for today. SpaceX launched a payload of an experimental inflatable habitat to the ISS on Friday at 3:45 p.m. EST. The delivery of the Dragon capsule was the primary objective. The secondary objective was to land the first stage of the Falcon rocket upright on a remote-controlled barge in the ocean. For the first time in history, that landing was successful,
That's
and
good.
it was fucking amazing.
How many tries did it take them though? I'm sorry.
It was 3 or 4, I think, maybe 5.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, for trying to land on the barge, that's not bad at all.
No, yeah, and like the have you seen the video of the
Uh-huh.
landing? It is one of the most.
Dude, have you seen the view
incredible thing.
from the rocket itself?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's good.
I've just seen like the chase plane and shit. Like, and they released a 4K one.
It's
That was amazing.
Oh, yeah?
insane.
Do you have the video?
Yeah.
Show it to Carlos when you're done
Oh.
there, just so he can see it. The Dragon capsule payload of the inflatable habitat was made it to the ISS this morning, which that part is also really cool and is kind of getting overshadowed by the rocket landing. But they're basically putting up a
That's today, a little while ago.
yeah this morning.
Wait, this morning?
This morning.
Oh, I thought it was PM.
No, it's an inflatable habitat that they're attaching to the ISS and they're testing it for like radiation and stuff. But it'll be lightweight ways to make habitats in space for like long
Yeah,
space
and
station-
launching 'em
or
up won't
space
cost near
launches.
as cost near,
Exactly. So that's really cool. But yeah, no, that vertical landing was so fucking cool. The entire office was watching it, and
Yes.
we were all
Yeah.
so excited.
Dude, there's this dude covering it.
That's so
This
cool.
bro looking dude. He had like big muscles or whatever, and he's standing like you can see the ocean behind him. He's like, "Yeah, we're so pumped for everything." And then like I took a picture or took a screen cap of him, and then like it did a bunch of other shit, and they came back to him. He had a different pair of sunglasses on. I was like, yes. I don't know who that guy is.
But he made
He's fucking
everyone's
awesome.
day. All right, that brings us to the end of the news today.
You know, I saw something about I don't know if it was like this week or last week about some more stuff about Google or Alphabet, I guess, is technically the now the overhead of the umbrella corporation for Google.
wait, the Alphabet owns Google?
That's because they broke up.
What?
How does
That
the
means
other way around?
English owns Google.
Who owns us?
Who owns English?
Well, I think Alphabet owns everything.
So the
Well,
alphabet owns
I hope
us.
one day Alphabet will just own everything, and then I can have fiber optic internet fucking everywhere.
I don't
Well,
know.
who
Alphabet's website is abc.xyz.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Does it redirect? So it doesn't redirect to Google?
No.
because that's what I would do.
No, that is the Alphabet's thing. And the front page just says G is for Google.
Wow.
who owns SpaghettiOs?
But anyways,
Uh-oh.
apparently,
The alphabet knows.
so I was reading like apparently they're in the work they're in the planning process of trying to build a city based around like they're gonna like generally like they're trying to do the infrastructure is gonna be from the internet up.
I kind of want to move there.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, wow, I want to move there and have instant internet.
There's gonna be so much internet crime.
It'd be great. It'll be like Watch Dogs. Like people will be able to do that shit. I kind of want that. I want that app on my phone.
No, Carlos, that is not an app that you want people to have.
I want myself to have. I don't care about. I don't want other people to have.
Yeah,
that.
but Carlos, your technical know-how, if you have that app, everyone has that
Yeah, dude,
app.
if you have to go to the app store to get it, someone else is going to have it too.
Well, I just figured some AI would just give it to me, like I assume happened in Watch Dogs.
It just shows up in your email one day. There you go.
Like,
Download.
he's going to get into the beta.
Why, yes, Mr. Nigerian businessman, I would like to install this on my phone.
Oh, you must have been listening to my podcast about making a sentient army.
Oh, you only need my so the first 3 digits, the last 4 digits, of
And
my
the middle
Social
2?
security number. Yeah.
You don't need the first 4, the last 4, and the middle 2 digits of your social
Yeah,
security
that's
number. and you're
it.
good to go.
That's it.
Install.
But isn't that the whole thing, guys? I don't know.
No, there's
No.
still those dashes in the
Oh,
middle.
that's right. They're talking about the dashes.
Oh, he's gonna be so
I'll never
angry.
know.
I just don't even know anymore. I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. Discussion topic. Just came up
Oh.
with this one.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Like right now.
Wow.
Like right now.
Nigerian prince was real.
Yeah. If the Nigerian, no, no. So this is kind of based off of the like the Nick Cage one or news story. Who is a celebrity you would like to sit down and have a beer with, and then what is the one question you'd want to ask them, and that they had to ask, no matter how uncomfortable it made them?
Should we make it alive? Because otherwise, you know exactly who mine is.
Yeah, no, alive.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, no, you can't just start digging up David Bowie's grave already.
Whoa, no. Could he just dig up the body and have the drink?
Yeah, no,
the
you
dead
could,
body?
you could ask the. But you're
And
not
Have you
supposed to-
seen the
body a
preview
question?
for the new Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano movie?
That's a
Oh,
weird
the
question. to ask.
dead body
Why
one?
would you
That
ask?
looks hilarious.
Wait, why would you ask David Bowie that?
That's just David Bowie.
No.
David Bowie's corpse.
I'm saying this is a new movie coming out.
You ask David Bowie that question?
No, I'm just saying, have you seen this trailer? We're talking about a live person, Carlos.
Oh,
What person?
There's a
No, all right, no, all right. We're gonna talk about this trailer first.
okay. all right.
Okay.
All right. So we're talking about the trailer, not talking about
the
about
whole
trailer.
reason I
David
thought of
Bowie.
the whole reason I thought of the trailer is because you're like you're gonna dig up David Bowie's dead body and have a beer with him. But this trailer of this movie is basically Paul Dano is stranded out on an island somewhere and he's about to kill himself, and then all of a sudden a body washes up shore and he starts to make friends with this body.
So you're saying it's Castaway slash
It's not a
Weekend with
volleyball,
Bernie's.
Yeah, no. It's Castaway
and Weekend with Bernie's.
except he
It's
actually
Weekend at Bernie's Island.
he's actually kind of alive in this thing, but he's not alive because he's just hallucinating that this guy's alive and he's doing all this weird shit with him, and it looks pretty fucking
Yeah,
great.
it sounds like Castaway slash Weekend with. We're not saying that's bad. That sounds like a great combination.
It looks good.
Weekend at Bernie's is
I like. I'm.
It's a
I'm.
movie.
I'm
It's better than
actually.
Weekend at Bernie's too.
I'm
I would
actually.
not watch that.
I'm
Feel the
pleased
burn?
with Daniel Radcliffe's past choices for movies now that
Yeah.
he's done with Harry Potter. He's been
Dude,
picking a lot of weird
Horns
fucking
is
shit to the end.
awesome.
It is so good. Horns
Yeah,
is
that
so
was a
good.
fun one to watch.
Dude,
actually.
he reminds me of Elijah Wood.
Yes, I can agree.
Like
with
they
you.
were in like this really big fucking movie.
Yep.
And then they're on all this like weird like
And people
Weird
mix
drama
them
shit.
up with each other all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
well that too. But
But yeah, no. Elijah Wood is now a DJ.
yeah, man, he does some shit.
He does DJ stuff.
Does some
yeah.
shit.
Does some shit with the
DJ's at
turntable.
Comic Con.
You know, I really hope that he has like the one ring actually.
Kind of like
around his
Macaulay
neck.
Culkin does the Pizza Underground now and sings punk songs about pizzas.
That's nobody cares
What?
about Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, you never heard
He
of
does that?
He does songs that sound like Velvet Underground songs, but they're about pizza. It's called the Pizza Underground. You
Do
should
they
look it
have
up.
one about Hawaiian pizza? Because I really like Hawaiian pizza.
I don't know, but Ann and Callie from the bar went to go see him at First Avenue when he came to town.
And they yelled, "Richie Rich!"
Pizza Underground.
Jesus Christ, they're on Bandcamp.
Yeah, it's a real thing, man.
They have 2 songs on Bandcamp.
Let's hear what it sounds
They
like.
have the Pizza Morning.
And the Peace Afternoon.
Pizza.
Is that the other one?
At night, and then you wake up in the morning and you still have pizza.
What?
Oh, just listen.
Oh, this is normally Sunday morning. But, oh, now it's Heroin actually by Velvet Underground.
This is recorded live at Chop Suey in Seattle.
Macaulay Culkin.
Sunday morning,
Oh, it is Sunday morning.
meat's cold pizza. It's just
All right, okay.
Hey, good
Learn
for
something
him.
new.
Good for him doing what he wants. to do.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Who knows how many drugs he's
Dude, do you think they have like pizza there that people can?
on? Yeah, they should buy just like all the pizza that's close to town there.
I kind of want some pizza.
Pizza's just gonna go up. that
Actually,
area.
I've been wanting to get one of those pizza sandwiches that you talked about the other day from
Carboni's?
Carboni's.
Yeah.
Those sound fucking delicious.
Do it.
But they also just sound like a calzone, and so I don't know if I can get completely behind it. Because fuck calzones.
It's not like a calzone.
How is it not like a calzone? Is it just pizza ingredients wrapped
Dude,
in?
just think of like the top of a volcano with
Okay.
lava in it, except it's cheese. And like the crust rises over the top, but like the middle of it is like open and there's cheese and meat and sauce. And
So all the shit's in the middle of the volcano. So it's like a tube.
no, it's not like a tube.
like a cone.
like a bowl.
I don't want a tube of pizza.
It's like a pan made out of bread with a bunch of shit, and they kind of like fold it over a little bit. And, dude, it's
How do you eat it?
probably with a fork
Okay.
or maybe a knife too.
Well, I wasn't sure if it's something that you just like stick your face into and you start.
Oh, dude,
going
just
to
shove your
town.
face in the just get in there.
Like, because like a calzone, you can eat it like a taco.
Man, it's not a calzone.
Good, because fuck calzones. All right, Carlos, you've had a while to think about, and you've been silent over there for a while.
Yeah.
So, who is your person that you'd like to sit down and be like, hey,
I'd go with Mark Hamill.
yeah?
Who
Well,
the heck?
Would you just
Luke
make him do
Skywalker.
Joker voices the
Oh,
entire
oh,
time?
No, because well, first of all, it'd be cool to sit down and have a drink with him. Because like he fucking played Luke Skywalker back in the day, and like that's a movie I watched 100 times. And I wouldn't want to sit down like Harrison Ford. Like he's pretty cool, but you probably wouldn't want like drink have it like he'd be a little awkward.
I don't think it'd be fun.
Yeah, like granted, I can definitely understand like where he comes from with a lot of his just he probably is kind of tired like people like taking the fact that like it's just a role he did, don't take it so seriously. But you know, because Mark Hamill like he was like Luke Skywalker, and that was it for like a couple of years.
Then he was the Joker.
Yeah, and then like that's the thing. Like I'd want to ask like the question I'd ask him would be what's it like going from like being like in this giant movie like not and then like not being like in the public eye for a while, and then all of a sudden like you're basically one of the most definitive versions of the Joker, of one of the best villains of all time. Like
Yeah.
that's
So
basically-
he did have that stepping stone where he was the trickster in the Flash TV show.
yeah, but that's like a really small trick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
basically
that's
it.
a good choice. I like that one. Matt? What? Well, you were. I didn't. I,
Me and Matt are gonna pick the same one probably.
What are you picking?
Starts with the B.
No, I'm not picking that one.
well, now Pete, I want to know. Who
Oh
you're
no,
picking.
that's fine. Okay, you can go to Matt then.
No, we're gonna
No,
go to you.
Nope.
Were you gonna
Nope.
pick Mr. E?
Were you gonna pick Mr. Ed?
Oh, Bill Murray, dude.
Oh, that's a good one. Now you're gonna say Brian Eno.
That would actually be a pretty
Oh.
good one.
But I wouldn't need to ask him a question. Well, I'd probably ask him like, "Bong and the Blitz. You want to do a Bong and the Blitz?"
And that would lead into a million other great questions.
Yeah.
Right. All you have to do is just be there, and then you're good to
Yeah.
go.
Because then you have the Murray story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
Because he just
Think
shows
of all.
up to
It'd be like
places.
Lost in Translation, where you just travel around town, and have a good time.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to do that with me, but
Yeah, yeah.
If you're
no,
with Bill Murray, I
Bill,
think
Bill
you'd be-
Murray shows up. He's hanging out with Pete, and Pete's like,
that's it.
I
"Go down
think.
to Emma's."
Yeah, no, I think Pete would go way out of his shell to do anything with Bill Murray, don't
Mhm.
you?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Bill Murray's a pretty good choice. Like,
Mm.
because
Oh,
he's also like in so many cool things, and
Well, and he's such an he's in the public eye, but he's such an enigma. Like nobody really knows a whole lot
and
about
you know,
Bill
like
Murray.
He just shows
I've seen
up
some of his
randomly.
some of his like interviews.
He
He's
was
like,
at the basketball game wherever it was his son at. I can't remember what school his son goes to, but it was against the Wisconsin the Badgers or whatever. So yeah, he was at that basketball game. So yeah, he has a son in college right now.
and I've
Heck
seen
yeah.
some of like his interviews, and he's like actually like super humble about everything too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't like praise. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
Like Jim Carrey, him and Bill Murray, they're 50-50. So.
Jim Carrey went crazy for a little while though.
He's always
Like
been
Yeah, but
with his
who
whole
gives
like
a shit?
anti-vaxxer thing. Like
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking
well,
about
that's-
real life crazy.
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the political type shit, you know.
Well, the real. No, that's not even political.
That's-
That is
you know,
goddamn
that's-
science.
Nope.
Like vaccines should not be a political thing at all. But yeah,
But yeah, Bill Murray's a really good.
Bill
choice.
Murray's a really good choice.
Great.
I was first thinking like Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones, or I was thinking like what's this David Byrne from the Talking Heads.
Oh, hell yeah.
But then I was like, I should pick somebody who's in both worlds, and that would be Mr. Cameron Crowe, who did the movie Almost Famous, and he also did the movie like Jerry Maguire and that new one that came out, Aloha. He has a whole bunch of. He's got a long list of movies that he's done. But he used to write for Rolling Stone back in the 60s and 70s or early 70s, and that's what Almost Famous is about. So Almost Famous is like an autobiography. So I think that'd be sweet to like you get to find out everything about his career with movies and everything, and then I also get to find out what the fuck it was like in the early 70s to hang out with a bunch of rock stars. I have his David Bowie Rolling Stone issue from 1975 or so when he was like hanging out with him, and then they went to go visit like the Moody Blues in a hotel room or something and got fucking stoned and drank and shit. It's a really sweet article. But yeah, hearing about all the antics that went on at that time period would be really cool.
Wait, he got drunk with David Bowie and the Moody Blues at the same time?
Something like that. I don't know. There's a list of all the different people that they were hanging out with at that day. Because like he met him at like, I don't know, early in the morning. Then all of a sudden they hung out until like 4 in the morning in that whole article.
I can only hope that David Bowie told the Moody Blues that he's just a singer in a rock and roll band.
Exactly, right? No, yeah, I think he's a really cool guy, actually. So I don't know.
I keep bouncing around. This is actually a harder question than
Yeah.
I thought it was initially. I guess my first thought was Will Wheaton because I want to have a beer with Will Wheaton.
I was thinking like Patrick Stewart. Too,
Yeah.
so.
Oh,
like-
absolutely. That'd be great.
And like I don't even like I've never watched all of like Next Gen, but I like what Will Wheaton's doing now.
Mhm.
I really like what he's doing, and I'd be like, "Hey man, you want a homebrew?" Because he's an avid homebrewer. And so then
Wait, who's Will Wheaton? Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Crusher from Star Trek,
Wesley Crusher,
and he's also doing like tabletop.
he does tabletop.
Oh.
A
he
lot
does,
of podcasting.
He does a lot of podcasting. He shows up in like bit parts in a lot of like different TV shows, either
Okay,
playing
cool.
himself, using leverage. And he's a really big home brewer. And so I'd be like, "Hey man, you want to brew a beer?" And then he has to say yes. And then he's stuck with me for 4
Or else
hours.
you tie him to the bed and break his ankles, and like that one movie. Fucking, I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, sometimes I worry about that about
No
Casey
choice.
and Will Wheaton. Sometimes just the way he'll like, because like back when we first started the podcast, he would bring up that show all the time, his podcast all the time. The
Radio Free Burrito?
no, not that one. The oh no, I'm thinking of
You're
Chris
thinking of
Hardwick's
Chris
one.
Hardwick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you choose Chris Hardwick?
Because Chris Hardwick doesn't drink.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I mean it'd be fun, but he's always like super busy and super high energy.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you just need to chill, dude.
I'll be honest, like if
Though
I-
Jonah Ray would be cool, or Matt Myra.
for the most part, though, sitting down with a celebrity, I wouldn't even bother asking in real life. I wouldn't even bother asking them any questions.
No,
oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's have a beer, whatever.
I wouldn't ask a whole lot about like the actual work because that's bleh.
Oh, you're in that cool thing.
So
I like.
Nathan Fillion would also be another
Yeah.
one
Yeah, he would.
to like I think he'd just be a cool dude to sit down and have a beer with. Him, Simon Pegg would be another one.
Yeah, I just for the most part, I just won't feel like bothering them. Like if I like.
The point of this is to bother them.
Yeah, but I'm
Carlos.
saying like outside of this question though.
yeah.
If I was at a bar and like one of them sat down right next to me, like I just wouldn't like it'd be, oh hey, you're in that thing I like. That's pretty cool. Thanks for or if you were like in some like Star Wars and you played Luke Skywalker, hey, that's really cool that you played like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
In my,
Thank you
my
for
movies
defining
forever.
my childhood.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
let me buy you a beer.
Yep.
And that'd be
And
it.
then leave.
Like,
Cameron
I'd be-
Crowe has a new TV series coming out. Roadies on Showtime. It's about road crews and stuff
Oh.
with bands around the.
Did
city.
you hear about I just saw a story on it. It was a little it was like a little like student film that was made. It was like a 25-minute documentary, well, unquote, about a they basically took a camera to I'm trying to remember who the fuck whose concert it was. It was an 80s rock or like hard like metal band.
Okay.
And so like they're just in the parking lot, and apparently like they released this video to like 4 people because nobody wanted to see it.
Yeah.
But then like now it's like a big thing on like tour buses and stuff because it really hit the big time. Apparently Nirvana got a hold of it, and like they started passing it around to all of like all the bands that they ran into, and then Grohl continues the tradition of like passing it around.
this
No, I never
this
even heard of
roadie
it.
documentary or whatever.
Yeah, no,
Or
it's
whatever.
it's about the people in the parking lot at a I can't remember what the fucking thing is called now. I'm mad.
Oh, you mean it's not like a documentary? It's like just about like just a short film about.
Yeah,
people in the
yeah,
parking
and
lot.
like there's a dude in there talking about a blunt that would be so big it'd cover all across America, and he was calling it Blunts Across America. Like he was just completely just out of his gourd, and there's like just a bunch of people on acid and stuff. I don't know. It like I watched about 10 minutes of it before I had to shut it off, but it was weird and it was cool, and yeah. Hang on. Ah, shit.
trying to find out what it was called.
Yeah.
Heavy metal parking lot.
Heavy metal parking lot. That's it.
I would never be able to search that on my phone.
What I searched was short film parking lot Nirvana,
There it is. Yep.
Oh.
Heavy metal parking lot.
1986, 17 minutes long. You almost finished it if you watched 15 minutes
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, no, it was just,
Heavy metal
Judas
parking lot
Priest.
documents heavy metal music fans tailgating in the parking lot outside Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, before Judas Priest concert during their Fuel for Life tour.
That sounds a little
Opening
familiar,
act was
actually.
Dokken.
yeah, it was really interesting. If you have, I guess, 15, 17 minutes to spare, check it out.
Cool.
I mean, don't necessarily watch the entire thing, but it's a really interesting like slice of life of that subculture in the 80s that you don't really see very often.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right, I think that's gonna end our show.
I love those little things.
Little gardenias.
Little gardenias.
Love little
I think that
gardenias.
should be the show title. Is Little Gardenias.
Little gardenias.
Because they deserved a song.
All right, guys. Thanks for
We already have
listening
one.
this week. If you have any questions, comments, show ideas, or what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindnewsstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewsstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.